Sasa wazee amesema wacha wamurani yapatie wasichana changa, alafu hapana nganyang'anya sisi wanawake yetu.
It is a story that shocked the nation, an ancient culture in the Samburu community known as beading that is nothing short of sexual enslavement. In the ritual, Morans identify little girls, and by putting a simple beaded necklace around the neck, the girl is as good as marriage to the Moran. The mother of the girl goes ahead and builds her a hut where the Moran, usually a relative, is allowed to engage in sexual activity with her as he pleases. And stories of hidden pregnancies and violent abortions aren't uncommon in this part of the country.
Napata mimba na nabinywa alafu atue alafu mtoto hiyo natufa.
It is a violation because, first of all, there are girls who've died in the process. Secondly, there are girls who are now living with very long-term effects of doing it that way. My concern at this point is how it also links to the bigger question, the bigger, the global picture around maternal mortality.
And 5 days after the story aired, it continues to generate angry reactions and is a major talking point on social media. Mary Kirapash, who hails from Samburu, says, finally, this is brought to the light. It has really affected the women in this area. We have suffered enough. Thanks, NTV. A shocked Vivian says, it's such a brutal, dehumanizing and a barbaric culture. The government has to do something to save the girls from this hell. Tracy concludes that this is an eye-opener to all women around the globe. These are our children, sisters and nieces. What are we going to do to help them? This culture is very bad and exploitative. According to the Coalition on Violence Against Women, tradition still remains the biggest enemy of children among the Samburu.
This is their culture, and we need to be sensitive to that, but at the same time, it's important for us to very strongly draw the line and say, when certain things happen, they are actually a violation of the rights of, in this case, the girl child.
The current law has done very little to save girls from outdated traditions.
You can't use force, you can't use criminalization, because then it's likely to go underground. The same way the practice of FGM has happened, that we have a law that bans FGM, but it has not necessarily stopped FGM from happening, because we do need to have a balance of having the law in place, but at the same time, that awareness at the community level.
Although the Sexual Offences Act protects children from sexual assault and sexual harassment, activists are concerned that it does not address the issue of sexual slavery.
We need to expand the definition of the understanding of sexual offences to cover situations of what we would define as sexual slavery, where children are concerned, and how the law then can be used.
COVA, which is currently on the ground trying to create awareness, says the practice is thriving with the full blessings of the elders who wield enormous power.
Like the gatekeepers that we can work with. And in this case, those same elders that are adamant will be very useful. The government has machinery. It's possible for it to get all those social workers that are working under the government to do something.
According to campaigners, only continuous education and awareness will save the Samburu girl from these beads of bondage. Rose Wangoi, NTV.